Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 3rd down, Pryor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To throw again, Williams. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
They're not ready for this. They still playing solid.
Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Keep playing.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A look now at how Denver is going to line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. 2nd and 6. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pryor under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pryor. Yeah, that will be.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Williams on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Rams 33-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Williams off the bootleg. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Trent, let's go. We got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on first down. Williams. Caught. It's Huff. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Let's go.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Set. 60 outlaw. 56. Set. Go.
From the gun, Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams now. Off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now Williams to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On 2nd down, it's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Williams sliding out of the pocket. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Let's go, baby.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pryor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. Pryor. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker, a bigger, body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Back to throw. Pryor. And that is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pryor. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pryor looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Williams operating from the gun. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Pryor, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pryor, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go. Everyone's got 4 down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hit halftime. Still 2 more. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here early as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But now, there's a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
It's just something they'll build off of that they're looking for here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there. A first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move. No first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. To throw on second down. Pryor. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's a tally there. -2 yards. Brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at the 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Pryor. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Touchdown, LA! Big play there. His third touchdown now in the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half. You remember they had such a few field goals this time. They come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6 is an astronomical.
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goals feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded to chalk in the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off of an outlet route.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set the shot right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good great defense, partner. You start playing full safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle field, deep receiver in any zone, and break up the ball when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Throwing on first down, Pryor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass here, now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Pryor. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he's going to get a few tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
It doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
It's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up the second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down.
teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way out of it to something a little more advantageous.
Gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Look at the throw. Pryor, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, maybe you see a mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield. Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Wilson, so we got a man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got it right where they are. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to the defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made. That just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has a first down on a 15-yard play. Here's Williams on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Williams now to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now Williams from the gun, he'll throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. They'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Williams going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We always talk about possession being a premium in these games. Now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt in a big way.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, getting on field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back gets off to a hot start, you got to catch him before you really get going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Marking the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Kick here is complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up the 3rd and 11 situation. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage, 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Pryor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Williams. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Let's go.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the...
Williams loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, Mike 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Pryor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Pryor. This will be caught at about the 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's complete to Huff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Looking to throw, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Throwing on 4th down. He's got his tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Williams now off the play fake. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos now down by 13. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mills. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.